Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Premier Perspective. Today we are here to talk about the first match day of the UEFA Champions League. A lot of crazy games, a lot of goals. Let's first start off with the huge headline, basically of the group games. United losing 2-1 to Young Boys. Um, Very interesting result. And I think United only have one person to blame, and it's their coach. I don't even think
Yeah,
the
in
red
any
card.
case.
I don't even blame Wan-Bissaka for the red card. I blame Ole for how he played after. It was just so scared. I know a man down, but the difference in quality between these two teams, for you to switch to a five back and park the bus, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just thought
No,
that's totally on the coach. And then Jesse Lingard with the assist of the year for young boy's second goal. And I mean, that's pretty much all you can say. Cristiano scored, which is great for him. That's 3 goals in 2 games back at United. He's gonna score goals. We all know that. But just very questionable performance for Manchester United.
yeah, and United has they're so good
Hmm.
at losing to these nobody teams.
Yeah.
They did it against Midtjylland a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They and they
Last year,
always
finishing
underperform.
third in the
Again,
group.
yeah, they always underperform against these type of teams, and it's like you said, it's really only one person to blame, the manager. Um, but then again, also the players have to they got to step it up at one point. I know you're a man down, but you're not playing a reserve squad. You're playing Cristiano Ronaldo.
Mm,
A lot of United fans have told me that, it's because of the CDMs we played. Okay, but Fred and Van de Beek are still class CDMs or midfielders of some sort. They had Sancho, they had Bruno. They were playing a full strength team in that game. And going a man down should not warrant you losing and nonetheless struggling
yeah,
against
they
a team like this.
struggled. And even before the red card, United got the goal, but they were not playing well. Um, I don't know, the quality's there, but with United, Solskjaer, 11 games in the Champions League, 7 losses.
Yeah, they're
And
United doesn't have a
that's
great record in Champions League, and
that's what I'm
it's
saying. The Champions League performances need to step up. There's something that needs to be done urgently because the other teams in the group, Villarreal and Atalanta, are much stronger, well-oiled teams than Young Boys, and they can't afford to drop any more points like that.
yeah,
But
I totally agree. Yeah,
but yeah, that
and
pretty much that's just the first headline. Just to mention other results, Sevilla tied 1-1 with Salzburg. Lille tied 0-0 with Wolfsburg. Chelsea won 1-0 with the Lukaku goal. Juventus beat Malmo 3-0. And Benfica tied with Dynamo Kiev 0-0. Next on, the other big game from Tuesday was Barcelona versus Bayern. And it was just a friendly reminder to anyone who didn't already know that Barcelona is in a very, very, very big
bad
decline.
place, bad
Um,
place.
I don't expect anything from them. The only hope that they have is that the other two teams in the group are Dynamo Kiev and Benfica. Um, so they probably still will find a way to pass through to the next round. But if you just look at the way they play, they are not a well-oiled. They're not a good team. They're
No,
not.
they look like
They're just there.
they're physically there. They're kicking about,
And
and
it's just
if you
right.
play a team like Bayern, any team would
Mhm.
expose that,
Yeah.
and they might have been able to perform better
Mhm.
if it was against one of the other teams in the group. But if you play Bayern Munich,
Mhm.
um, Bayern, honestly, the way they play, it doesn't always look like they're going at it all the time, but they're always playing well. Bayern is very consistent in the way they play. Um,
Steadily getting results. And
and
that's
and
Bayern's
against
way.
yeah, and that's exactly. And when you play Bayern, you can't just sit back. You can't just play however you want. You need to have
Hmm.
a game plan. You need to have your danger man. You need to have the way that you're going to play that game in order to get a result, even if you lose,
Hmm.
in order to play well and
Yeah.
hold up against this Bayern team. And if you play like that, it's inevitable. You're going to lose the game and you're going to get absolutely shut down.
And it's just the irony too. Let's add to the fact that a couple days before this game, Ronald Koeman, who's had a very hard time in Barcelona, said that he's the reason. Not, I don't know if it was exactly that he was the reason, but he referred to him saying that he saved the club.
Mm.
And days later, failed to register a shot on goal versus Bayern. That's all that really needs to be said about it. Those are
No more.
Tuesday's games. Moving on to Wednesday's games. Dortmund won 2-1 versus Besiktas. Um, FC Sheriff
Sheriff, Sheriff,
from the
get him.
Cinderella story, how they even got to the group stage. They're from Moldova. They played against Shakhtar. They won 2-0 with 25% possession. And looking now, oh, they did have 4 shots on target, but 25% possession. Um, just how they won the game, very
Not
shocking,
sure.
but they picked up points and they're second in the group. So good for them so far. Actually, no, they're first in the group because
Who's their group?
they're with Inter Milan and Real Madrid. Real Madrid
Oh,
won 1-0 with a 90th minute goal from Rodrigo. Atletico Madrid and Porto finished 0-0. Not really anything interesting there. Ajax played against Sporting. Sebastian Haller, West Ham flop, scored
no,
4 goals
four.
today in a
What a guy!
5-1 win. And then
Insane.
yeah, and then we have Liverpool versus Milan. Liverpool took a quick lead from an own goal. Milan scored 2 goals in 2 minutes to take the lead, and then 2 second half goals from Mohamed Salah and Jordan Henderson led to Liverpool winning 3-2. And then what can be basically seen as an embarrassing result, PSG in the first game of Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi playing together tied 1-1 versus Club Brugge.
I don't got
Yeah,
anything to say.
I mean, I think
There's
that
no reason.
basically speaks for itself.
There's no
Um,
reason for that. Straight up.
64% possession, uh, only 4 shots on target. Club Brugge actually registered more shots on target and more shots in general. I would say that that's an embarrassing performance.
I'd say
If you
so.
look at the quality and difference, you're talking about a team with Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, Wijnaldum, Paredes, Herrera, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Hakimi. You should be winning that game. And then
Winning.
Manchester City in a 9-goal thriller, winning 6-3 versus Leipzig. They looked very poor defensively today. I'll have to admit. I think a lot of that has to do with the left-sided defensive partnership of Nathan Ake and Zinchenko, who looked like they had never defended in their lives today. But everyone getting on the score sheet. Goals from Ake, Mahrez, Grealish, Cancelo, Gabriel Jesus, and an own goal. And Kuku with a hat trick for Leipzig. He looked great today.
You did, but it's unfortunate. Imagine scoring a hat trick just for your team to
Yeah, just for
lose
your team to
6-3.
lose. And those were actually the only 3 shots on target for Leipzig in the game, which just showed that, City didn't really do too well when the ball was, when there was real chances. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. I think City didn't really have their best performance, and that's funny saying that after they scored 6 goals. But I think that had more to do with Leipzig's very mediocre defense rather than City being extraordinary like we've seen in the
Yeah,
past.
and in these type of games, unfortunately, City
Mhm.
sometimes they know that they can play that way and get
Yeah,
away with it. It's gonna catch up to them.
yeah,
But in some of these
against
games,
better quality teams like next match week 2 weeks from now they play against PSG. They're not going to be able to do that.
right?
So well, yeah, that pretty much sums up the first match day. Great to have Champions League football back.
Very
Great,
exciting.
great games, a lot of goals. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of these games go. Games I'm looking forward to is obviously PSG versus Man City. FC Sheriff, the underdogs playing Real Madrid.
Oh,
That would be fun to watch. Juventus versus Chelsea will be an interesting game. And it will be also interesting to see Man United versus Villarreal, Europa League rematch, and then also seeing how they bounce back from their first game defeat. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. We want to once again say thank you to anyone showing support on the channel. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys soon.